Now, in its 11th year, this is GabNet. Talk like you've never heard it before.
Hey, okay, live from Harlem in New York City. It's me, I'm Alex, and this is the Ramble. Ladies and gentlemen, there she is. Happy Thanksgiving to Lori Thompson.
Yes, and happy to you as well, because we always loved Thanksgiving. I know you did.
It's my favorite holiday, actually.
Yeah, it's non-sectarian.
Yep.
Everybody celebrate.
Yep.
Yeah. I love it too. Because when we had the live studio audience, people would come in because they had the day off.
Yeah.
And they would one guy brought a whole turkey one time, like a big, the big flex roasting pan and all the fixings. It was pretty great.
Yeah. Well, I used to invite people over to my place for Thanksgiving, and I made the turkey. And I made a good...
I know that. That's so cool that you actually can roast a turkey and you don't put it in there late and it's
Turkeys are very easy to make.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what the temperature is now. I could go look it up and I'd be fine. But you just take the turkey, you put them in a pan, you grease them up, put some spices on top of the turkey, just sprinkle them on the turkey.
Yeah.
You don't use stuffing, by the way.
You don't?
No, you don't stuff the turkey.
No, you make it on the side? Or what do you
because when you stuff the turkey, you cause bacteria to form.
Okay.
And when it's sitting overnight or whatever, they have a time to, fester. So
okay.
don't, and plus it takes longer if it's stuffed.
Yeah. So
you can make the stuffing on the side, no big deal. That's easy too. The instructions are on the package.
It's breadcrumbs and grease, two of my favorites.
Yeah. So anyway, but you just put that in, you put the turkey in there, and you just keep basting it. And what I did is I used to baste it with Burgundy wine.
Oh, yeah.
So I got a nice, really red-brown turkey, really looked good.
Yeah.
And then you had all this stuff for gravy that you made into gravy that had red wine in it.
Woohoo! Already at your house.
Yeah, so I mean, it was very, very good turkey, and it takes nothing to do, folks. Any idiot, you put it in a pan, you throw it in the oven, and you come back 3 hours, 4 hours later, and you got a turkey.
Yeah, see, and I have never in my life roasted a turkey.
It's no big deal. It's the simplest dish we make.
Yeah. I've always had friends that were expert at turkey. Mm-hmm. And you say it's simple.
Yeah, it's very simple. And just take my hint. Use some Burgundy wine in the bottom.
Yeah.
And then every now and then maybe replenish it and just take one of those bulb things and just baste your turkey about every I did it about every 15 minutes. Half the fun is basting the turkey.
Yeah, that is kind of fun. You got that thing.
Yeah. You
didn't borrow it from a lesbian, did you?
No.
You don't know what's been in that.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, they use those. Yeah, they used to inseminate people with those things. Yeah. But it's so simple that a guy should probably in the house make it. The woman shouldn't have to. Woman should be in charge of stuffing and pie, pumpkin pie, and things like that, right?
Or we make pecan pie, and my husband is in charge of the turkey and the pie, as a matter of fact.
Does he make the pie?
He does.
Wow. I in all my life, I've liked cooking and I've liked doing stuff.
You do.
But I never got to the baking pie side of the whole thing.
Oh, he makes unbelievable pies, and you can make them in the Instapot. There's a Instapot cookbook that's really good and tells you how to do everything. You can make yogurt, homemade yogurt. You can make pies. You can make cheesecakes. It's pretty great.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Mm-hmm. You can expand your whole culinary horizon, Ben.
Wow. Wow. Well, you know.
And so, are you doing that tomorrow?
Yeah, well, we're past that.
Oh.
Marjorie has gotten to the point where she just doesn't want to cook anymore.
Uh-huh.
She doesn't want to hold parties anymore. She doesn't. She said if somebody else did all the cleanup and everything, and I said, well, we got enough money now, we can afford to bring somebody in to like do that.
Oh yeah, yeah, most definitely.
But what we did is last year we went to the Union whatever cafe, which is owned by, I'm trying to remember who owns it now. If my wife were here, she'd tell me who owns it. But
yeah, is she a foodie kind of?
Yeah.
A little bit.
But
yeah.
this is a very good restaurant, and last year we went to do their Thanksgiving Day menu, and it was, need I say, terrific. Just we spent about I don't know, we spent about $250 a piece, because we're a couple.
Yeah.
We got this meal, which after it was over with, I had absolutely no buyer's remorse.
Good. That's
I mean, it was worth every penny. So we're going back there again this year.
Yeah, they probably have your table waiting.
Yeah. But so Marjorie doesn't do Thanksgiving here anymore. And, I kind of missed that. I miss the getting together with friends and putting a turkey in the center of the room and everybody gorging themselves on the turkey.
Yeah. Now, do you pray? Do you have a Jewish prayer that you say before?
No.
No?
No. Basically, in this house, we're atheists.
Oh. Okay.
Well, we're not. We're not for organized religion. So why are we going to pray?
Me either. Well, prayer it's personal. It's between you and your concept.
I pray personally, but that's my own personal thing. But I don't feel I have to enforce everybody around the table to adopt a religious attitude.
That's true. Yeah, it's very, very.
Because
thoughtful.
I never liked it when I had to do it. When I go somewhere and they go and let us pray, and I go, okay, I'll bow my head. I'll be a decent person. I'll bow my head while they give the prayer, and they give the prayer. Right? I'm Jewish, by the way, folks. I should say that before I tell this story. And they would always sneak something in at the end of the prayer. Okay,
right.
So they're going, and bless our families. That's good. And bless the people we love. Oh, yeah. And bless all the people we know. And, And then they go, in Jesus Christ we pray, amen. I go, what? 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 You snockered me into this.
Now, see, my dad had the best prayer ever. He said, Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and this food and for every good thing in life. Done.
Yeah. Okay. These days, name good things in life. There are a lot of people who can't say that prayer, And we as people who at least have some amount of finances available to us, let's say.
Yeah.
We don't, we don't have to worry about, our health care or what's going to happen or whatever. We know we can take care of ourselves. All right.
And that's a huge blessing.
But there are people in this country who don't know where their next meal is coming from. I have friends, who've worked all their lives who then say to me, I'm really worried. I don't have the money to do this. And if we had an emergency medical situation, I don't know what we'd do. And sometimes they even say it to me, hoping I'll say, hey, why don't I throw a few bucks your way? But I don't do it. And the reason I don't do it is if somebody's got a financial problem and he's got to pay some bills this month and he can't get it paid, I'm not going to give him money for that. Because
that's a systematic
because
problem.
It's not going to help. Because next month the same problem is going to be there. What you got to do is work on getting the problem to go away.
Yeah, it's a procedural thing. Something they're doing is inducing this problem.
Exactly.
And so if people would be, I really think we need to have more financial education starting in grade school because it's just been ignored. And
I've been terrible with finances. I've been horrible.
Me too.
You neither of us know anything about finances.
No,
and you can leave it to your husband, but I can't leave it to my wife. She's the last one I'm leaving it to, because, all the bills
Yeah.
that I inherited when I married her were
Yeah.
amazing.
Well, it's good that I married a person who came from the world of finance. They have things like pension plans and this matching stuff. It's wonderful.
Obviously, don't understand any of it when you call it matching stuff.
Yeah, that's when you put in your 401k and your employer will match it.
Yeah,
So
that's the matching stuff. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And I think one of our radio employers did that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think Intercom did that.
Yeah, did we have? I guess we had medical insurance at Intercom.
Oh, yeah, we did. Well, now you had different things. You had a contract because you were the highfalutin big kahuna.
Yeah.
But even the regular people, yeah, it was pretty good, actually. Intercom took care of people.
Yeah.
But now they're Odyssey.
Yeah, yeah. But who knows if they take care of them anymore? To that extent.
It's corporate.
You know what happened? What happened, it used to be you went to work for a company or something like that, and they'd say to you, okay, and we have a hospital plan, we have a medical plan, and you get that. So that was part of the inducement for you to go to work for them, right?
And it made you feel better about working.
Today they tell you that we have a medical plan, and we pay into it, and I go, good. He said, and you have to pay so much every month.
Yeah.
And I'm going, what kind of health plan is that?
See,
you should be paying for all of it.
Yeah. Now, Ricky worked for Merrill Lynch, and they really thought they had that family approach. I think they were one of the last companies I know of to really think of their employees and treat them like a family.
Yeah.
And it was really good. The things he tells me, I'm just like, are you sure?
Well, I have a friend who, like your husband, worked for Merrill Lynch. And he got a terrible cancer. I can't remember what it was, but it got all taken care of.
Yeah.
They had a great medical plan for him.
And Merrill Lynch has since been purchased by Bank of America.
Yes.
So things have changed.
I know. I get these little things. Get a Merrill Lynch thing from us. Blah 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 blah. My answer is screw you.
Yeah.
I'll get my own plan. Thank you.
But I'm really happy that Ricky has the acumen that he has as far as finance, and that he worked for.
You like it that he has an acumen because you don't.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You don't. You don't understand money, and neither did I.
Yeah, I'm very upfront about it.
I still don't understand it. I have a company managing my money.
Yeah,
it's
good.
And they made me money this year. I get the same. I have the same amount of money right now that I had a year ago.
Oh, really? The same? Hadn't gone up or down?
It hasn't. It's gone down. It's gone up and whatever. Basically, I have the same amount of money I had a year ago.
That's what the stock market does, Ben. It just fluctuates.
Yeah. But I mean, they invested wisely for me, so I'm fine. My problem is, can I spend it all before I'm gone?
I know.
And the answer is no.
Yeah. Come on, clip.
Yeah.
Snap.
Yeah. So anyway, so what are you doing for Thanksgiving? Anything in particular? He's making the turkey, I would imagine.
Right. Well, we actually go to our friend's house for all the big holidays.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons we moved down here. His childhood friend was here with his family, and they've become like our family, kind of.
Yeah.
So we're going over there, and it is neat or it's cool sitting out on Thanksgiving Day, and it's 75 degrees.
Let me ask you something which is very obvious here. What the hell happened to your finger?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't even
There's got to be a story. Well, hold that up so everybody can see it. Hold it up.
It was bad. I was slicing.
Oh, you're doing that to keep it from bleeding.
Oh yeah, keep it from bleeding. It was deep, man. But it's my own fault. I had a tomato. That's my new thing now. I love tomatoes, and I eat them constantly.
Yeah, well, don't slice them, I guess. You're not good at that either.
No. Finances and tomatoes. Don't rely on me.
Yeah.
But instead of getting a cutting board like a sane, normal person would do, I'll hold it in my hand, and use these knives we just had sharpened at Ace Hardware. And sure enough, and it was deep. And it was just like one of those where it just kind of, your whole hand just numbs.
Yeah.
So I had to go get a tetanus shot. And so I'm clear on
Boy,
that.
you just can't work in the kitchen without having to get a tetanus shot, and
Right. Or
They always give you tetanus shots, but chances are you're not going to get tetanus.
No, don't you get lockjaw?
I don't know. I heard about that when I was a kid. You get lockjaw.
It terrifies you. Yeah. Yeah. So you go like this a lot.
But do you know anybody who's had lockjaw?
Nobody.
Nobody. I don't know anybody. I think lockjaw is a myth invented by our parents, so we won't play with knives and things like that.
Yes, I think you are correct. Because no, I know no one. In fact, I'll look it up on Google and have a report back.
Well, I like the one, a dog just bit you, got to get rabies shots.
Yeah, right.
And I'm going, wait a minute, hold on a second. I got to get rabies shots? I'm trying to think the last time I ever knew anybody with rabies.
No, but you know a lot of people who've been treated for rabies because it's expensive.
No, but they don't get treated for rabies. That's a proactive
Right, they get
thing. It's not, nobody gets rabies.
No, but the preventative treatment, $25,000 a shot in one instance. A friend of mine had bats. They found a bat in her house.
Bats, there's a good chance they're rabid.
Yeah.
You know.
So and this one, she had the animal control people, and this bat was very dehydrated, which indicated he'd been inside the house for several days. And the chance of a bat, especially one who's deprived of food and water, biting you in the night is so high. I know. And you'll never know it. You will never know it because it's that subtle. It wouldn't wake you up.
Wow.
This is what she told me. Yeah.
Well, what they used to say to me was, well, if you get bit by a dog, we have to take the dog, cut his head off.
Yeah.
And then find out if he has rabies. And I'm going, you're going to cut a puppy's head off? What is this? You know?
This is some puppy.
The rabies thing was always kind of a myth we had to live with. Oh, yeah, you got bit by a dog, you got to have the rabies shots, you know, and then they're like 25 shots over 5 days. I don't know, into your stomach.
And meanwhile, chicken pox is running rampant so that we'll all have shingles when we get older.
Here's what I don't know. I told you my shingles story. I got shingles, terrible case of shingles.
Yeah, was it in your eyes?
No. My eye, right here.
Yeah,
right here.
yeah.
And I went to a doctor that was up north in Mendocino. He basically wrote marijuana prescriptions, but he looked at me and he said, "You've got shingles." I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, you got shingles." I said, "How do you get shingles?" He said, "You ever have chicken pox?" Or it was chicken pox, I think it was, yeah.
Yes.
And I said, "No." He says, "Well, you did."
Yeah.
You know, so I may have gotten, because I had a girlfriend who came down at 22 with chicken pox, right?
That's interesting. Yeah.
It was unusual.
Was she a school teacher?
Well, she became one.
Yeah, well, because that explains.
But that wasn't the reason she got it, because she wasn't a teacher yet. So she got it, and I got it. So she said to me, "Well, you're going to get it too, because we sleep with each other, and we're And I went, "Okay, well," and I kept waiting to get the chicken pox. Never came. Never happened. And the reason was that I was immune to the chicken pox. Why? Because I probably had it when I was a kid, but it was so light I didn't know it, but it was enough to give me an immunity.
Yeah, well, that's good, except that it also led to the shingles.
It led to the shingles. And then he looked at me and he went, "Well, here, go to the pharmacy, get these pills and start taking them." He said, "If you waited another day, you might have gone blind."
But that's scary.
Very dangerous around the eye.
Yeah, it leaves you with chills when someone tells you that.
Yeah.
Glad you got in today.
Yeah. So
was the other half of your body affected? Because it only affects half.
Yeah, it was just this eye, I believe. Yeah. It was this eye.
Yeah.
And nothing else, nothing else. And it wasn't a big, you almost couldn't see it, just hurt a lot,
Yeah. Did it go away with the medication?
Oh, the medication just killed it immediately. Yeah. And then we went up to his apartment in Mendocino and smoked some really great pot.
It knocked the rest of it out.
Well, he was living up there at a time when it was still illegal, and the pot that you bought, okay, was like primo stuff. This was like right out of the plantation, okay?
The Emerald Triangle.
Because, back in the woods, they had these plantations of marijuana.
Yeah.
And this was the good stuff.
Yeah, Humboldt County and Bolinas was a good spot, too.
Yeah, but it was Mendocino.
Yeah.
Mendocino was the pot capital of the world, okay?
Yeah.
But anyway.
Their city seal was a marijuana leaf.
Yeah. Wait a minute. It says, Bennett, you have now received a new message from Mount Sinai. What could it possibly be? What?
Like the rest of us, we're all going to die.
You have a new message. I don't know what the new message is.
Yeah, but now you've got these patient portals, and you got to have passwords and.
Well, I love the patient portal though.
You do?
Oh yeah, because I can go there. I go on and I see all my blood tests. All my doctor's notes, all of that. So it's pretty good.
I never get past the password because I don't remember it. But Ricky does. He has a full sheet of all the passwords.
Marjorie has that too. I actually just put it into I have a thing here called it comes with your Apple called Notes, and I put it in Notes. And in my notes I have all my passwords.
That's good. I have notes, but I just usually put random.
Well, you just put at the very top what the thing is, like Microsoft or Mount Sinai or whatever, and then put in all your stuff. And then it comes out and you can just search for it or it'll be on the side,
I just use it for dick jokes I want to remember.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well,
highest and best use.
That's amazing. This beard's getting to look okay, isn't it?
It is. It looks Kris Kringle.
This isn't Kris Kringle. This is...
with a point.
This is called a Van Dyke, I think it's called.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
it just grew that way, so I just let it keep growing that way.
It's a classier one, isn't it? I mean, it seems like
it is. I'm very classy with my.
You are a classy man.
Yeah,
because I've always seen examples of that, and it's on sophisticated people drinking martinis, reading the New Yorker.
Yeah. So have you made your plane? You made your plane arrangements already for California?
Yeah. Because you realize that the Super Bowl is 2 weeks after we're there, but the Pro Bowl is the week we'll be leaving. So I wanted to make sure that, once we were there, we could get out of that.
Did Len make the arrangements for you?
No, my secretary, my husband did.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Well, that's fine. But Len loves doing this. Len LaFrisco is the guy who's getting this whole show together.
Yeah,
and it's just amazing. He got me. He said, "Okay, I'll arrange plane flights for you. Look, we could send you because Marjorie has to go premium economy.
That's what you said
because of her back. So this is only a 5-hour flight, something like that. Anyway,
but still,
Anyway, so we go ahead and he says, okay, and he looks at it and he goes, well, you've got enough miles. We can put you in what do you call it, business class.
Yeah.
And they got these little beds and everything in there and everything. So I said, sure, use my points.
You can sleep in business class.
What?
You can sleep.
They have these little bed-like things, the same they do in first class. Yeah.
See, because I used to be able to sleep on planes, and now I can't unless I, pop a Xanax or something.
If I took a Xanax, I'm out. We went to China. China's a 15-hour flight.
Oh man.
I don't know how they keep the airplane up that long. To tell you the truth. But they fed us, and they, this, that, and the other thing, and then about 2 hours, 3 hours have already passed, and then you take a Xanax and you fall asleep, and you wake up, you're in China.
I think they should pass them out on the
Yeah.
runway.
I'm sure
Yeah,
everybody brings them with them. I
yeah,
know that,
they're fast.
and it's really, it was a very quick flight for us. It was amazing, you know.
Well, in Japan, if you fly to Japan, which I did once, they give you sushi as the onboard meal,
Oh,
and it was
really?
in a warm towel.
We went China Air, and
Yeah.
they gave you some kind of horrible disease. I can't remember now.
What, salmonella?
Oh, I don't know, some kind of horrible disease, like like the one they were making in Beijing, that we all
Oh,
got, COVID.
COVID.
Yeah. So I'll take some COVID and a coffee, please. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I'd like some Splenda with the COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little splendid with COVID.
Well, I didn't realize how prevalent that conception was that we'd gotten it from the Chinese until I was looking after a friend of mine's 5-year-old. And she said, I just wish that the Chinese hadn't eaten those rats. And I was like, what? She goes, that's why we have COVID. Yeah.
No, they
And
didn't eat rats. No.
no, I know. And I'm like, that's what they're telling kids. Her parents were a little bit, no. Her parent, I was
See,
thinking,
everybody, and we were running over here, and I don't care.
they-
Everybody gets this idea, that China's like this faraway place that's not as advanced as we are.
oh,
Okay?
think again.
Forget it. You go there, that's the modern city of tomorrow. Beijing is like some of the biggest buildings I've ever seen in my life. Not
Yeah.
that they're tall, but they're big. The
Yeah.
footprint is big.
Yeah.
Amazing. Just amazing.
What did you go to in China? I mean, what were the attractions?
What did I go to in China? Everything. We went to, we went out into the countryside. We went to a place called the Lee River, where all those big, tall mountains are. You see. Oh, it's really amazing. Just amazing.
Did you go to the Terracotta Warriors? Everybody
No,
talks.
no, you have to go up. You have to go. I can't remember where you go for that, but it's not.
It's not
I'm a little.
right.
By the way, folks, I'm a little bit. What's the word I'm looking for? We're out of sync, but that's okay. I don't care anymore. I'm going to figure this problem out. I bought a much more expensive computer thinking I would get rid of it, and I didn't. So.
Yeah, well, if this is the worst thing that happens to all of us today, then
Yeah.
we're okay.
But
Yeah.
I just don't know if I can am I more a little bit
You
better.
look pretty stinky to me.
I don't know. Let me go back here and let's see here. Oh well.
I
that's
think
okay.
I think that your friends will forgive it.
Yeah, well, I just don't. I want to know why it happens. If I
Yeah,
could solve it.
Can you call Geek Squad or something?
Yeah, something like that. I
Best
call
Buy.
Geek Squad over Best Buy. Yeah, but you didn't buy that computer from us. Well, you're a Geek Squad anyway. Come on over.
Yeah, you don't have to tell them you didn't get it there.
Yeah.
They
What
told
was
me
they like to do on Big Bang Theory? Was they like to, for fun, go down to Best Buy and put on the Geek Squad?
I didn't watch that show, but people that I know whose intellect I respect, watched it and loved it.
Oh, I love that show. Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were a bunch of lovely people you like spending time with. Well, it's turkey time. Lori and I will be seeing each other in a couple of months out in California. We're going to two things.
Yeah.
We're going to a thing they're doing for the for Live 105.
Yeah, Richard Sands, I emailed him and he emailed me back.
Yeah,
And
they don't have the information yet on how you buy a ticket or how much it costs or whatever.
Richard will tell you.
Yeah.
He got mine.
Yeah.
He's mine. So
He's going to
if-
book mine too. Anyway, so what's happening is the day before my show, the Bay Area Radio Museum or whatever is inducting a Live 105 into the Bay Area Hall of Fame as a station.
Yeah.
As a station. So I figured as long as I'm going to be there, why not go a day early and go to that too? So
Yeah, because you got your jacket, see. I mean, you're an
Oh,
official.
well, you should be in the Hall. This is what pisses me off. Here we go. We're really going over now. You should be in the Hall of Fame.
Well, I appreciate that, Ben, and that would be great because the
Yeah.
company would be good.
Well, I mean, it's stupid that you're not. Our traffic woman got installed.
What is it? In the
You know.
future, everyone will be a member for 15 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
The Bay Area Radio Hall of
I
Fame.
suppose somebody just got to tickle them and remind them that you did exist. You know, they've been running out of people, and they're like,
Right.
Bob and Sam in San Jose. Let's give them put them in the Hall of Fame or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'm going, but what about Lori? Jeez almighty,
What about me? That would be great, Ben. Like I say, the company's good.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got mine in 2008?
Yeah, I flew out there for it. We had fun.
Yeah, 2008, something like that. And here it is, 2025, and you haven't gotten it yet?
I know, man. I'm getting cobwebs from waiting around.
So I mean, it just there are a lot of people that have been installed in it that you should have been ahead of all of them.
Well, I'm just looking forward to seeing everybody. I think that will be so.
Oh, but you were just my assistant. That's all.
That's
you
right.
were
I
my-
was just your girl Friday.
You're my. Anyway, hey, listen. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
You too, Ben.
And we'll see you again next week, ladies and gentlemen. The inimitable, Lori Thompson. Thank you, Lori. Bye-bye.
Now, in its 11th year, this is GabNet. Talk like you've never heard it before.
Oh, yes. Lori Thompson, as always wonderful to talk with her. And she better get into that Hall of Fame, I'm telling you. Hold on a second. I'm just trying to get my... There we go. Okay. Hi. I was just trying to get the sound right or something. I don't know. I don't understand any of it. It's all technology, and I've lost all love for it. Okay? All right. We only got about 2 people waiting. By the way, this is our last show of the week. We're not going to do a show tomorrow because it's Thanksgiving, and, geez, I like to take time off. And then traditionally, we've taken the Friday off as well. So that everybody can have a weekend off and go do whatever they're going to do for their Thanksgiving stuff. And, we would love to see all of you back here on Monday when we do the Monday show, but then on Wednesday of next week. But we won't be doing shows tomorrow or Friday, all right? So that's that. Anyway, so I got, two people waiting to come on here. I guess that's it, huh? That's all we got? All right. Well, then we'll do it anyway. All right. Here we go. There is Charlie Wallace, and there's Mark Thorner. Hello, Mark.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah. Hi, all of you. Just the 2 of you, I guess.
Wow, everybody else must be already on the road.
It must be going off on vacation or whatever. I don't know. I have no idea what they're planning to do. But anyway, I'm hoping that we will take we'll get this all done with tonight, and then we won't have a couple of days. Okay. And then should I not let anybody else on? Just make it the 3 of us.
Whatever you want.
Yeah. Just teach them a little lesson,
Yeah.
Anyway, so what are you doing on Thanksgiving, Charlie? Anything?
I'm going to watch football all day.
You're just going to settle right in.
From the pre-show to the Lions game to Detroit.
Oh, you can't remember who's playing, huh? Big sports fan,
Cowboys at 3:30, and then I think Baltimore somebody plays at 7.
Voldemort?
Yeah. There's always 3 games.
Okay. So there's always 3 games. You know what I don't get, though? Jeff, you look like Kilroy was here.
That's true.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. You're fine. No, what I was going to say is, what about all those families of football players that like to have Thanksgiving at home with them?
Well, they have to wait till they retire then.
You know,
I don't know. For what they get paid, I'll give up my Thanksgiving.
yeah, but for what they get paid, yeah, they get paid a
Yeah.
lot. They get paid a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
You sometimes only get 1, 2 times,
What do you mean?
2 years, and that's
In
it.
2 years, and then you're back. You can do Thanksgiving again. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Well, it's only the Lions and the Cowboys that play every Thanksgiving. So
Yeah.
outside of that, the other teams, a lot of them have Thanksgiving off.
Yeah. I never asked Mark. Are you a sports fan, Mark, by any chance? Any particular sports?
Baseball and basketball.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, are you really big time on them, or you just occasionally you want to know what's going on with the games and so
I'm
on?
a diehard Knicks fan
Mm-hmm.
and a Brooklyn Dodgers, New York Mets fan.
Oh,
What can I tell
wow. Okay. Okay. You know, I always used to say that I was always jealous, okay, of people who lived in New York because they had their teams. You know, and I was brought up in California. We didn't have any. You know, we had, as I've said before, we had the Pacific Coast League. And the biggest thing about the Pacific Coast League is that's where Joe DiMaggio started out with the San Francisco Seals. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And then he went out to the Yankees, and we were all rooting for him because he was a local boy, you know. And his
And then he got 56. He got hits in 56 games in a row.
really, he was that good, huh?
Yeah, Joe DiMaggio holds the major league record for consecutive games.
To this day?
To this day.
Wow. Wow. Well, I'm happy for our homeboy then,
Yeah.
you know. It seems to be a nice idea, you know. But we just didn't have this out in the West Coast. So, you know, you kids who grew up in Brooklyn, and you're a Brooklyn kid, right, Mark? Yeah? He is. You know, these guys lived in your neighborhood.
Actually, that's very true. In Bay Ridge,
Yeah?
we had a couple of Dodgers, from what I've heard.
Yeah, but I mean, most of the Dodgers did live in Brooklyn in those days. And kids in the various neighborhoods had as their neighbors.
Yeah, we kind of had that in Chicago too. I mean, you know, there were White Sox and Cubs that lived in
Yeah.
the city. You know,
Now
in
that's
different-
not the case anymore.
No, they're too rich. They live
Yeah.
out mansions out in the country.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, I mean, it was, so we didn't have that in California. So we didn't have that, you know, that wonderful thing that went on between you and the baseball teams in New York. So, and you grew up where? You grew up in Chicago, right,
Yes, I
Charlie?
did.
Yeah. So you had the Cubs and
The White Sox. Yeah.
White Sox. Yeah, yeah. How about you, Jeff? Have you ever been a sports fan?
Oh, yeah, I love the Yankees. I was a Yankee fan from ever.
Yeah. Now you grew up where?
In Queens.
In Queens. So people who are from Queens were like Yankee fans. People from no?
Mets.
What?
Well,
Mets were Shea Stadium
Oh,
was
well-
in Flushing
Oh,
Meadow
well,
Park,
I'm
Queens.
talking about before in the early
Mets,
days.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
looks like-
yeah, there was no Mets at that time.
Yeah, well, there were no Mets at that time, and you know it was and then of course was the other team in New York, which we forget about, were the Giants,
Yeah.
and they moved them out to San Francisco because they didn't want the Dodgers to be alone on the West Coast, because they felt if they only had one team on the West Coast, then nobody would care. You know, they'd forget about the Dodgers or something. Where did they go? Oh, they went out to the West Coast. Oh, well, we never heard from them again. You know, so they literally paid the Giants to move out there in order to give the Dodgers a West Coast team to play. So I know that
But
much
we were
about.
always happy that happened because New York had 3 teams and Chicago only had 2, and then all of a sudden New York had 1 and Chicago had 2. So
Well,
we were right.
what wasn't the what do you call it? Wasn't New York the only place that had 3 teams?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and I don't know, how big were the Giants here? Were they big, Mark?
I guess they were, but I think I told you the story last week. My dad had the most interest because my dad was a giant New York Giants fan. He was not a Brooklyn Dodgers fan.
Okay.
And he made the most interesting observation about the Polo Grounds. He said it was falling apart when he used to go there. That's how old it was.
Yeah. And the city wasn't going to do anything about putting them in a better park, right? No.
Not at all.
What, but weren't they kind of like the also team? Kind of, you know? There's
Well,
there's
compared to Brooklyn,
the
yes.
Yankees and there's the Dodgers and there's also the Giants. you
Yeah.
know, they were the also team.
I think they were good once.
What?
I think they were pretty good one year.
Didn't they go to the World Series in '51 or something? So I mean, they had some good teams.
Yeah. Okay. Did they have any major players that we remember? I mean, like, you know, when you think about the Yankees, you think about Babe Ruth and you think about Lou Gehrig and things like that. But how about
Willie
the
Mays. That catch, Willie Mays weighed 400 and some feet in center field. Over
You're
the
right,
shoulder
because
catch.
he went to San Francisco with the Giants.
Yeah.
And there's a nice big statue of Willie Mays out at the ballpark there now.
Yeah.
So anyway, how about you? Alan? I mean, did you care about any sports in particular?
No, not really.
You're kind of like me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. If the World Series or the Super Bowl's here in the Bay Area, I'll watch it. But other than that, I can really care less about them. You know.
You weren't a big football fan when Joe Montana was going to all those Super Bowls?
Well, they had 3 Super Bowls in a period of 5 years, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's when I watched it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, has your Texas team ever done that?
Actually, we had 3 Super Bowls in 4 years, so we did.
Really? Oh well, I guess I got nothing to say then.
Oh well. Okay. Yeah. You're not. Are you into sports, Brian?
Are you kidding?
Why
me?
do we got to talk about
I know,
sports?
I'm-
right when
well,
it
I'm
comes?
just-
Charlie,
I'm-
you waiting to
I'm-
talk
I'm
again?
dragging
We talked
you-
about this on Monday.
Excuse me for dragging you into the conversation. Yes.
Yes, I love sports.
I know you and Charlie hate each other.
No, we don't hate each other. We just hate.
Only 2 Sundays a year.
Yeah.
Only 2 Sundays a year.
No, I heard you guys talking about baseball. Yeah, of course, Willie Mays, one of the best players ever,
Yeah.
Yep.
especially if you're a West Coast person. But no, my grandfather raised me well. San Francisco Giants and hate the Dodgers.
Well, I remember when the Giants came to town, and people like myself were going, "What? We finally had baseball here? What's this all about? I don't understand it." You know. And it was a little too late for me to become a big fan, but I always kind of liked the Giants because they were the San Francisco team, So, and then we had the Oakland A's. That was later on, And now
Now it's Las Vegas.
It's now Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did somebody say they were supposed to build a ballpark, but they haven't yet?
No, they have it was the old Tropicana, the corner.
What do you mean,
right across
the hotel?
Yeah, right across the street from MGM. So when I was there last year for the F1 race, my room faced out that way, and they had leveled the Tropicana, and they already had all the land was flat. So they're definitely moving along on that.
So the Tropicana's gone.
Gone.
Okay.
And all the stories that went with it.
And all the wonderful stories that went with it. Yeah. So anyway, let me see here. I guess we've exhausted that discussion. Well, you're a big fan of the Cowboys, right?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Over
And
50 years.
you're a big fan of the 49ers?
Who are you looking at?
I can't. I guess I have to say who because Brian.
No.
No. He's an Eagles fan.
Philadelphia Eagles.
oh.
Philadelphia Eagles.
No, wait a minute. Now, how did you become a Philadelphia Eagles fan? Usually people root for their home team.
Because I started rooting for the Niners a little bit, but no, because when I was growing up, my mom said, "Oh, the guy Dick Vermeil, who's the new coach for the Eagles, he was my coach in high school at Hillsdale High School." So she showed me 1960. I still have a 1960 61 Hillsdale High School yearbook, and there's Dick Vermeil, head coach of the football team with the flat top and everything. So I just started watching from there, and then like three of my best friends in life, different phases, different times, different ways I met them, and they're all Cowboy fans. So football season, all my friends are different fans, so we all talk a lot of shit all football, and then it goes back to baseball, we're all Giants fans. It goes back to basketball, we're all Warriors fans. So
Wow.
football's always fun.
Yeah, yeah. I just can't get into football. Never been able to get into football.
What a boring sport to watch.
Well, it's brutish, you know. Everybody's bumping into everybody. Everybody's jumping on everybody. Everybody's getting brain damage, you know.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I would never.
At
If I had a
least they
son,
earn
I'd
their
never
pay.
let him
They
play
get
football.
injured.
Yeah. So I mean, it just was too loutish a game for me. That's why I never was into football. You agree with me a little bit on that,
I do.
Mark?
Well, yeah, I think I mentioned this, that the Players Association has a big presence here in town.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people that are here that are retired pro ball players have some form of Parkinson's.
Yeah.
Gee, you know,
Yeah.
and it's sad, you know. They make billions, and the NFL as a corporation does nothing. And they're getting paid so much money, and it's like, yeah, there's
There's nothing that no amount of money can pay for the damage that was done, you know, and they don't make, you know, they say, we're going to try and work on this and make sure that people don't get, you know, ill and so on and so forth, and brain damage and so on. But they really don't do anything about it, because to do anything about it would completely gut the game. You know, so
Why not get helmets on their head that are you know, a lot stronger to protect the brain?
No helmets. Let them go out there with no helmets, and they'll be playing a lot softer than they are now. They're not going to be going head-to-head tackles like they keep doing, and they're getting fined for it, and they continue to do it.
you think
Terrible.
you think it's the helmets that are causing the damage more than helping it?
Oh,
Is that what you're saying?
I think they would play a lot differently if they had no helmets on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, they
they
keep.
keep dying if they had no helmets on.
Well, then maybe they'd stop playing.
Well, also,
I would never. My half brother, he was playing basketball and really good in high school, and then I heard he was starting to go out for football, and I was like, please don't have him go out for football. If I had a kid, I would never have him go out for football. Never.
never.
Yeah, I was a mad basket case. My son played football his senior year in high school. I just got every Friday.
Are there brain damage problems in soccer, or because they're not wearing any helmets, as you say, or any protective gear? Huh?
You can't tackle somebody in soccer, so they don't have it.
They just flop.
Yeah.
They get
In
tripped and
soccer,
flop.
they hit the ball with their legs or their head. Who gets injured doing that? You know.
Yeah. So.
I mean, I guess probably the only two more boring sports to watch than football has got to be baseball and golf. Oh,
Baseball isn't boring.
I agree 100%, Alan.
good.
No,
Baseball and golf.
Baseball is a wonderfully pastoral sport.
Yes.
You got to be in the mental aspect of baseball to really enjoy it.
What do you mean
Yeah,
mental? What
yeah.
mental aspect of baseball? You
You
go
know,
out there and
the
you go out to the park. You have a couple of beers or sodas and some hot dogs, and you talk with each other. And then occasionally something happens, you know. But it's a very relaxing kind of. I mean, I enjoy whenever I go out to a baseball game. Believe it or not, me, the non-sports guy, I enjoyed it. You know.
To me, it's all right when somebody gets hurt with a baseball. Then they're earning their money. They're making way too much money
No.
for the amount of sports that they are.
Yeah.
No, but if you know baseball, every single pitch is setting something up for the next
Yeah,
pitch.
the
When you
strategy.
strategic, like I think what Charlie's means is, yeah, you just can't sit down and just sort of nonchalant watch it sometimes because when you start seeing like a World Series or playoff games, stuff like that,
Hmm.
every single little thing, brush back,
Yeah,
anything
Yes.
needs something.
Yeah.
It's a much more complex
Mark.
game than it used to
Yeah.
be.
Mark.
Yeah.
I was fortunate when my last apartment in Brooklyn, Gravesend, I was only a 20-minute walk to Coney Island. Now, why am I bringing this up? The inaugural year of the Brooklyn Cyclones, which was the A team for the Mets, had their inaugural season. This was like the first time in 50 years Brooklyn had a pro ball team again. So a friend of mine, we stood in line to get season tickets, $150. Can you believe that? And we got seats behind home plate.
wow.
Well,
Wow.
what we didn't know was that other members of the Mets organization were sitting around us, including someone that had a radar pistol to clock the speed.
Yeah,
Of the
And I'm
baseball.
looking, and it's the head of the pitching staff. The, the owner of the Mets is sitting next to him, and I'm hearing conversations. I mean, and it's real interesting, how they look at the prospects. And I'll tell you, there was something very cool about having a 5,000 seat stadium, small, intimate,
yeah,
where the ticket prices weren't going to bankrupt you, and I felt like we were watching baseball. I mean, these were young kids, some of them on their last hope of getting into the top tier,
Yeah.
playing their hearts out. And who was the first game against? The Staten Island Yankees.
The Staten Island Yankees? There
And
was
my
such a
God,
thing?
yes, there is. Yes,
Are they still there?
yes, they are. It's, again,
Does anybody
they're
know
a,
they exist? I never hear of them.
they're a, they're not they're like
yeah.
whatever the
I know
lowest
what you
is.
mean.
It's like,
You
but
never heard of Round Rock Express either.
the point is, Brooklyn smashed I mean, it was like revenge. It was like 50 years of no baseball in Brooklyn,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh, it was great to see it, and it was just great being able to walk to a ball stadium and see a game, and that to me was baseball.
You say they were a great team, huh?
They still are,
I
and
don't never
I
heard of them. I
Well,
look where I
it's
live.
okay, there's the New York Penn League, which is like the oldest minor league,
Yeah.
it turns out, and it's a short season. But then I find out that the players go to other Mets-owned minor league teams to play. They keep them busy. They're paid pretty well too, and they want these guys to come up to the main squad eventually. But I mean,
Well, somebody just wrote in here saying on the chat, Staten Island Yankees are no longer anymore.
oh, damn, this is back in 2001.
Wow,
So-
because every night my wife always watches the sports at the end of the newscast, right? And they never mention those teams. They never mention the Cyclones.
Still there. They're still in Coney Island.
Really?
Yep.
Who do they play? With themselves?
No, like I said, there's a whole league out there, Alex.
Well, I
Minor league.
know there's those secondary leagues. They were called the minor leagues, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I know that a lot of times that's where they got their players for the main teams. These teams that were the minor league teams were out there really letting people get their stuff together and seeing how well they did, and sometimes they moved them up to the main team.
Well, the best example is Jackie Robinson. I think he was with Montreal. Whatever the farm team up there for the Dodgers were.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's amazing that it was just so cool, Alex. That was like the last year I was in New York. I was a New Yorker, a Brooklynite before I moved. And when they went to the final, their version of the World Series, the interruption was 9/11.
They say, somebody also says here, the same guy says the Yankees AAA team is now the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders.
Yeah, that's right. They replaced the Red Barons. Someone knows their stuff. So
Why do they time the ball?
What?
Why do they time the baseball? Why is speed in the baseball important?
Because you got guys like Nolan Ryan that throw the ball 100 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Right, but what does that do for the game? Does it make it more interesting or more dangerous?
It makes it harder for the guys to hit the ball.
Oh, okay.
and it's amazing. Some of those guys were clocked. I mean, everyone was clocking above 90 miles an hour for
Wow.
and I'm like,
I think when I threw out the first pitch at at an athletics game, which I did. Don't laugh, I did. I think it clocked me at something like 15 miles an hour, something like that. Yeah.
1.5, yeah.
The thing now, I was listening to something from this last season, and they're having more pitchers, and their the count of pitches over 100 miles an hour now. It's pretty crazy. So, yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was quite a thing back then, when I got the chance to go out to the ballpark and throw out the first pitch in a Giants game. Because the one thing that I realized suddenly was how far I was away from the plate. You see it on television, it's like this, right? But oh man, it's like it could be in another town, for crying out loud.
How far did the ball get away from you when you threw it?
I actually got it to home plate,
Oh,
and I hit the umpire in the balls.
oh that's good. And then you got a sports Emmy for it.
Yeah, but I mean that took quite a lot of strength out of my arm to try and get it to home
Imagine
base.
how it felt to his balls.
All of a sudden, I realized I was probably going to make a complete asshole out of myself,
A lot of people do.
Yeah, but I didn't embarrass myself exactly, but it wasn't what?
Did you get the ask to do that? Was that from Live 105?
Who asked me to do it? No, I think I might have been Live 105, or it might have been Wally Haas, who owned the team, who I knew. And I think he may have asked me to do it.
There's a video on YouTube that I've seen several times. Not that I'm looking for it, but it just pops up, and it's got different people that are not the team players that come out, kind of like you, and throw the ball. And one guy throws it and hits the water boy who's out like,
Look,
like,
you're
like,
just trying to get that thing to somewhere near home base,
Well, yeah, this video is actually named how many umpires and catchers get hit in the nuts with a baseball. It tips off the bat, bounces back and gets the guy in the groin. I mean, that's a dangerous position to play for me. I'd like to be out and
No, you're well taken care. The catcher has he is padded. He's got all the stuff he needs.
Yeah, but 100-mile-an-hour ball coming at your nuts, you're gonna feel it, even though he's padded.
Even though you got a cup on.
And then you got the umpire right behind him.
Well, if you're lucky, it misses you and hits the umpire.
Yeah. But I mean, it's amazing. It's just amazing. How far that
pain
thing
is amazing
away.
too. The guy goes, "Get me some ice cubes, quick."
Yeah. So anyway, that was my big day with baseball.
Throws the baseball and hits the catcher in the
At least
balls.
you made it to the plate.
Yeah.
Some people go out there and they don't even get halfway to home plate.
Well, I can see why. It's a long way. I mean,
How many feet
let
out?
me put it this way: when I did this, I had never pitched a ball in my life.
How many
Okay.
feet out? 50 feet?
60 feet. 60 feet, 6 inches.
Yeah. How much is it from home plate to first base?
90.
90. And from first base to second base is 90.
90, yeah.
And from second base to third base is 90.
90
And
the
then from
square.
third base to home is 90.
Right.
And everybody has said if they just change those things by a foot, the whole game would be different.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that it's the most perfect game ever created because of those geometrics.
It's pretty good.
I know, but stop changing the game. Jeez.
Yeah.
Just
Didn't
think
they
about it.
I don't mind. I don't mind the stopwatch on the pitchers because that's. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
But they start do. I hate the intentional walks.
Yeah.
I hate that they can just pull 4 and the guy just walks. I like seeing 4 pitches and then the guy walks.
Oh, what happens now?
They can just send them to the base, first base. They don't even have to throw a pitch.
So
Really?
they do like intentional walks like they usually do Barry Bonds, but they had to throw 4 pitches. You know, it's not that easy to from your bullet throw.
Yeah, well,
over, now
used
gotta
to. They
throw it
used to
softly over here.
sometimes when they didn't want to get a guy to hit the ball because he was really good at hitting the ball.
Yeah.
They would just wouldn't.
They have to throw 4 balls. And then
They
he can
throw
go to
4
first
balls
base.
and they'd fall
But
all in the
but now
wrong
they don't
place.
do that. Now they just do the signal and he goes to first base. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I don't like that.
That's
Extra
crappy.
innings, they stick a guy on second base already.
What is that supposed to speed up the game?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why the.
Well, no.
I guess yeah. speed up the
Here's the
game.
reason why is because baseball was not. Football's a very fast, active sport. Baseball, in its original form, was very slow.
No
you know.
time.
And when television came along, you know, football wasn't a big sport before television. It was baseball because on radio, baseball could be as exciting as the announcer wanted to make it.
Yeah.
Okay. In fact, I worked for a guy, Gordon McClendon, who had a thing called the Liberty Radio Network, and he used to do baseball recreations. And people would rather listen to him than listen to the actual game. And he'd have a guy in the studio making a bat sound effect and all of that and crowd noises.
He's just reading it off the teletype.
No, he would have somebody across from the stadium in an apartment with binoculars saying what was going on to him by phone. And he was just embellishing it, and he became a big star. He was called the Old Scotchman.
That's not fun. It's only fun when the guy hits the ball out of the stadium. To me, that's skill.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that you know, being able to, when television came along, baseball was too slow a sport, but football was the perfect television sport, and that's why it became very big.
They usually don't play baseball in the mud and snow either, like they do football.
No.
No, they absolutely don't. But then again, they don't schedule the games during that time of the year. So, you know, you're never going to have that problem.
No, but they can rainstorm. They'll
He does
cancel the
know
game.
something.
Oh, you
about
can have a
sports.
rainstorm and stuff, but you're not going to get really cold, snowy weather. And baseball season used to end earlier than it does now.
Oh yeah, in September.
Yeah. But all of this was done to help the sponsors by speeding up the game.
Yep.
And so it was that, and also the other problem is that what has literally ruined sports, is betting. You know, because people have said, my friend Shecky used to say, the only reason they have the games now is because of the betting, because people bet on them. And it's not great, you know, it's not terrific. And but you know, the reason they sped up baseball, and that was part of speeding up baseball, Brian. You know, so whatever. I liked it when you have to the pitcher tried to pitch fouls at the at the batter because he wanted him to go to first base, where they maybe could get him at some point, but they didn't want him there having those, big flies out of the stadium. You remember in San Francisco, it still happens. I think they're still out at what park are they still out of the?
Yeah, they hit him out of into the McCovey Cove.
Yeah, McCovey
Right.
Cove they call it.
People are in there.
Right field.
People are on boats wait outside
Yeah,
there
yeah,
in the bay to catch the ball.
and they do a lot of times.
Well, yeah,
But-
when they get into that area.
Yeah, but anyway, so it's a sport I kind of had a love for, even though I didn't have a home team or anything like that, because I like the history of it all. I like the lore of it all. I mean, Ken Burns' baseball, I just love.
Well, we could change this a little bit. How'd you get your sports, Emmy?
You don't remember the story?
I
Oh.
don't. I don't think I've ever heard it.
Oh, I grabbed it out of a baseball guy's hands. No, how I got it was the Emmy I've got is for a show. It was a group Emmy. Okay. We did a show after the Beta Breakers called the Beta Breakers Wrap-Up Show. And that show was put up for an Emmy.
Oh,
And it got an Emmy, and all the people who participated on it got an Emmy.
okay.
All right, and that's how I got it because I was part of it. I was kind of comic relief on it, and that's how I got my
Played some clips
sports.
from that once, I believe, or you put them up on YouTube or something.
Yeah.
It is on YouTube somewhere. I
Yeah,
don't
because
know
I remember
where.
seeing it.
Yeah,
Well,
This is you guys got this because you guys ran the Beta Breakers.
no.
No.
We did a wrap-up show on the Beta
Okay.
Breakers. The end of the day,
After.
they did a whole thing wrapping it all up. And one of the things on the wrap-up show was a little 5-minute bit I did on how to run the Beta Breakers. And it was a whole thing where I was like standing by the side of the road trying to hand out sandwiches to runners, things like that. And I was very funny. It was a very funny bit, but I got it, and everybody else on the show, or at least most of the people on the show, also got an Emmy for that. It was a group Emmy. So
That counts.
the second Emmy I actually got for some stuff I did on a show called Log On TV, and I used to do these bits, and we sent a reel, and actually it was voted for in, I think, Seattle, if I'm not mistaken. Because what they would do is all the people in San Francisco would vote on the town that was like somewhere else. So there would be no prejudice in the voting. They would look at the work and say, this is either good or this is bad. So I got that. So that's how I got my second Emmy.
You never worked in Seattle.
No,
Right.
no. No, but they voted up there because then they didn't know who Alex Bennett was. They didn't know who any of the other people were. And then they could just vote based on the work rather than on any. There are always local prejudices. If they did it in San Francisco, people go, "Oh, I don't like Alex Bennett. He's my I don't know. He's my nemesis in broadcasting, so I can't vote for him." Well, the hell with you. So that was that. Anyway, so nobody's doing anything interesting. What are you doing? Did I ask you, Mark, what you're doing for Thanksgiving?
My sister's significant other is throwing a dinner, so I'm having it over there. I want to know more about the restaurant you and Marge are going to.
It's the Union Square Cafe.
Interesting.
Owned by, is it Tom Colicchio who owns it? And it used to be in Union Square, but then they lost their lease, so they moved somewhere else.
Yeah.
And we went last year, and we had their Thanksgiving dinner. And when the bill came, it was a nice, hefty bill.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, not a moment's of buyer's remorse. It was that good.
That good.
So we're going back again this year with the same friends and making it a tradition. you know. We used to have Thanksgiving here, you know, invite people over and so on. Marjorie got tired of cooking. She got tired of cleaning up the place, you know. And I said, well, you know, I said, we can't hire somebody to come in and do all the cooking and to do all the cleanup and everything like that, you know. Said, we now have that kind of, you know, fuck you money, so why don't we do it? We could do it. And she goes, nah, I don't want to do it. I'd rather go down to the Union Square Cafe. And so that's where we're going. But you know, it is a nice meal. It is a great meal. I can't argue with it at all. But so what are you doing, Jeff? I guess you going somewhere, or you staying home?
Yeah, we're going to my daughter's place in Boston area, and she's gonna have like 20 people there or something.
Do you drive up there?
13.
Do you
So we'll
drive?
drive up there.
Oh boy, that's got to be a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I would not leave town for anything on Thanksgiving. I mean, it's all like the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobile all over again, you know.
No, it's pretty easy. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and let me see here. What are you doing for Thanksgiving, Alan?
Going to my mother's.
Going to your mother's. Does she cook a turkey?
No, my nephew cooked it. I guess who lives there. He's
Oh, look,
20
it's the Invisible Man.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm the Invisible Man.
This is a better look for you, Ray. You ought to maybe you get more work this way.
Yeah, it's unique.
Yeah, no, you know how you get rid of that, don't you?
Yeah, I know. I'll get rid of it.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
just go rid of
All
it.
right.
Well, one way I can get rid of it is go
Well, you can pull the screen up. Yeah, yeah.
Yep,
But well, it's not working yet because you don't have it on green screen.
I don't know. Let me go
Well, why
and
is
fix
it on
it.
your face?
whatever was behind you is wrong. It's dark in the Bay Area right now, and you had a window behind you, and it looks like daylight. There you go. Thank you.
There you go. You actually look like a person.
Okay.
Ah, sorta.
So did I ask you, Brian?
Tomorrow I am going to one of my friend's house, watch a couple football games, and then yeah. He always has turkey and stuff, so this year I'm gonna go hang out with him.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
no,
so a bunch of guys, we're just gonna watch football and
no spending
yell at the
time on
Cowboys to lose.
Thanksgiving with any girlfriend or anything.
No, I went to San Francisco with one today.
Yeah.
I love the
You got a little booty book, you know. She's not available. Call the next number down, type thing.
No, I'm only seeing one now, so I narrowed it down to one. This is when she lives right near you, Ray.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she lives off San Antonio and like Alma, right in that area, right off of El Camino.
I'm not.
Very close, right?
I'm probably not telling anything out of school, but I bet she's Asian.
What gave you that idea?
I think so.
Yeah.
But the good news is I ran out of Vietnam, so I'm in a different country.
You're in a different country now. What country are you in now? Korea?
China.
China. Oh, very nice. Very nice.
She's a fashion designer and has a business, and yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's going to support you?
It may have to soon.
No, it's really cool. So yeah, so we had a good day today.
That's good.
And she had, actually she has a 13-year-old son. We've been seeing each other for a little bit now. She has a 13-year-old son, and Adrian came with us, and her son came with us. So they were in the back seat playing games all the time while we drove up to San Francisco. So it was a good day. Really good day.
So Adrian doesn't have to become annoying?
No, they can be annoying to each other. The kids in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, they about the
So
same.
yeah, so works out really well.
They about the same age and so on?
Yeah, he's 13, but they play the same games online and stuff like that. So Yeah, it was
Oh,
really
good,
good.
good. That's cool.
They're in the back doing 6'7", 6'7".
Yeah,
shit.
everybody's doing that.
I don't
Well,
understand that.
you're not supposed to.
No.
Oh,
You're an
That's right.
adult. You're not supposed to.
Not for
Okay.
us.
Kids do this, number one, to annoy their parents,
Yes.
and it doesn't mean anything. I don't know how did it start. Where did it come from? Is what I wonder.
Yeah, I don't know.
But 6'7", 6'7". Yeah.
So
And-
when you were 19, Alex, you were surprised that there was a baseball team in San Francisco, right?
I wasn't surprised there was a baseball team. I always knew there was a baseball team
Yeah,
in San
they knew it,
Francisco.
but
Well, the Giants showed up there in 1958, and I took your 58 minus.
I was 18. I was 18 at that time.
18, 19.
Yeah.
That
But
was-
when I was a kid, it was the what do you call it?
Seals?
The San Francisco Seals.
Seals,
And where did they
yeah.
play? They played out at Kezar.
Kezar at Golden Gate Park.
Yeah, Keezer. Yep.
And Kezar
Joe DiMaggio.
is Kezar
Yeah, we
still
talked about that.
Kezar still there, isn't it?
Yeah, they use the high
so.
schools use it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Wasn't that in Dirty Harry? Where they were-
Yeah.
Yes, you're
Yeah,
absolutely
where they
right.
chased that guy across the field.
Yeah.
That was Kezar Stadium.
In fact, Dirty Harry, the end of that movie takes place in a brick pit or whatever,
Yeah.
brick factory.
Lumber yard.
No, a brick factory.
Oh, was it
Yeah.
Rick?
Yeah. And that place had a brick kiln, a huge brick kiln. All right. So when they went out of business, which was shortly after Dirty Harry filmed there, some people bought the place and turned the kiln part of it into a restaurant. And it was a terrific restaurant to go into. It was all, inside it was round, still sort of slightly smoked walls, and it was really cool. Really cool.
Financial district. We just drove through. We stopped at Chinatown, of course, with the Chinese girl. I think I saw Chinatown. So, and then we went to dinner, but we went by like Bank of Italy. Bank of Italy. It's called the Bank, and it's a nice restaurant downtown San Francisco. Yeah,
Bank of
those old
America
pla-
used to be called Bank of Italy.
Yeah.
But years
But it still
ago,
had the Bank of Italy sign on there, and then they had the bank inside. Yes.
I thought the Bank of Italy became Bank of America.
It did.
Bank of Italy did become the Bank of America.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
the family, the Giannini
Giannini.
family that
Yeah.
started the banking or whatever, a friend of mine, he's a retired allergist. His father, his name was Alan Giannini, and so
Well, do you know how how Bank of America started? I mean, the Bank of Italy started.
he told me
He
one
sold
time.
it's right after the earthquake. He set up a outdoor kiosk and
Okay.
started lending money to people. And then he decided, I want to start a bank for people who can't afford banks.
Was this
Okay.
1906?
Huh? This is like in 1906 is when Bank of Italy first kind of had its
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
beginnings.
I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alan, my retired allergist friend, his last name is Giannini, is around your age, Alex. So
Mm-hmm.
this was his father or his uncle or something like that started it. So
Yeah.
nice guy.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
No. But and it was a great bank for years. It was meant only the people in those days. The only people who could borrow money from a bank were very wealthy people. And he started a bank saying, "I'm going to start lending money to people who aren't wealthy," And it was quite a new thing in the banking business. So anyway,
When I
that's
was a
terrific.
kid in San Francisco, like all the Italian people I knew and my family and everywhere, that's all they used was Bank of Italy or Bank of America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we did. My father did what Wells Fargo, and I love the Wells Fargo bank offices in downtown San Francisco because they actually had a stagecoach in the building. I don't know if they did that anymore, but back then they did. But So anyway, and did I ask you what you were going to do for Thanksgiving, Ray? Did I ask you?
I'm going up to Pengrove near Petaluma, just with my family that lives up there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to spend it with family.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't. We don't have any family, so. Well, Marjorie does have a brother who lives down in Florida, and we're keeping it that way. You know. So anyway, we don't have family anymore of any real sort. I don't know if I have any family left. I had family.
Right, your parents found you in a little baby thing on the doorstep, right?
That's right. That's right. No, but up in Albany, I had relatives, cousins. and so
Albany,
on.
New York,
But
or
you know,
Albany,
they were
California?
the same age I am, and I don't know if they're still alive or not. You know,
Oh.
and I don't know where to get a hold of them. So, you know, I haven't seen them in years and years and years. But I don't have anything against them. I just never felt any real reason to call them. I guess. You know. So anyway. Well, I guess we've asked everybody what they're going to be. I didn't miss anybody here, did I? Oh, okay. So I guess I would have to ask the final question that we would always ask on this show on the final day before Thanksgiving. What are you saying, Brian?
What are you thankful for?
That's right. Charlie, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for GabNet. I wouldn't have any life at all if it wasn't for GabNet.
Wow. Wow. Well, I'm happy I could be of some kind of service here. Yeah. Yeah. How about you, Mark? Thankful? What for what?
My health.
Your health? Good.
Yes.
Your health is good.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're how old now?
65.
65. Don't worry, it'll get
Oh, a
worse.
youngster.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a youngster.
I'm 64.
You're 64. Health problems at all?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all have
I got my share, believe me.
Well, what are you thankful for?
Me? Oh, I'm thankful. Like my
headphones,
family. I have a house. I live
Yeah.
in a nice neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah. You live in one of the old Eichler homes, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Love it.
They
Oh
were,
yeah.
That was the original tract homes out in California. And they
Yeah.
all had things like radiant heating in the floors.
Yeah, I have the radiant heating works. Years ago I put the best pump you could buy in. I'm so glad I did that.
Mm-hmm.
It works perfectly.
Wow. Wow. And I got to ask our good friend Jeff, what are you thankful for?
I'm always big thankful for my wife,
Yeah?
my kids, and my
Yeah.
grandkids.
And your grandkids. Okay. And let me see here. Did I say, Alan, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful that I don't have a wife, don't have kids or grandkids. Actually, I wish I had kids. I mean, I'm kind of
You
sad,
just
but
don't want
I
the wife that goes along
I
with
don't, that's
them.
right. I don't want the
Exactly.
wife.
Okay.
I'll borrow one.
Well,
I'm thankful that, like Charlie said, and Mark, I'm thankful that I'm fairly healthy. Although I just got all my blood work and testing, and everything looks good. But you know, I'm older than you, Mark. I'll be 67 next month. But I'm pretty healthy for somebody that weighs
6'7".
6'7", that's what it
6'7",
That's
6'7".
Yeah, but somebody that at my weight, I'm not diabetic, and my A1C is 5.3,
good.
which is really good.
And finally, Brian Neary, what are you thankful
I usually
for?
say I'm thankful for my job, but I don't have a job, so I'm just thankful for everybody on the panel and thankful for the country of Asia.
Well, I feel
Continent of Asia. Sorry, the continent of Asia.
well. I feel thankful that I have you as friends, and I don't usually think I have friends, but you will have our friends in a very real way here. You know, it's just
We will see in the will. That'll determine if we're really friends.
Yeah, who's the real friend?
Yeah, really.
Anyway, everybody, give a big wave goodbye, and I'll give a big wave goodbye at you. Okay, there they go, ladies and gentlemen. That's our citizen panel. Wait a minute, hold on a second. Let me just go here. Yeah, there they go. Have a nice Thanksgiving, everybody. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll see you again, next Monday when we do the pop-up show. And then next Wednesday we'll be here. Let's see, next is Amy Manuel. She's got the intersection. She'll be taking your calls. And if you want to call her, you can go over to our gabnet.net page. And on the third column down at the very bottom, there are a bunch of names, and hers is there. Click on it, take you to her Zoom. In the meantime, I'll see you again on Wednesday, same time, same station in life. And in the meantime, if you see her, of course, tell her I love her, okay? Bye, everybody.